whilst you're going about your day-to-day lives, we want you to be able to earn a bit of extra income to make ends meet. We're never going to replace sustainable employment. Intent is just to get 200-300 rand a month that you gather whilst driving your kids to school, shopping, going out for a beer, etc. It's any task that you can really do on your cell phone in under 10 minutes. So if you look at the pyramid of complexity, you've got high complexity at the top being Kaggle, 10 EQSs, crowdsourcing platforms that are 40 hours plus type activities. Then you've got Mechanical Turk, TaskRabbit, Cloudflyer that sit in the medium complexity layer. And then you've got us. We're right at the bottom, low complexity, sub 10-minute tasks, quick and easy while you go about your day-to-day routine. From a brand's perspective, it's quite simple. We can gather data for a brand far quicker, at scale, and at a higher quality than they can do with their permanent workforce. And we've actually been able to prove that in South Africa, and we're actually on the plans to roll out globally. So I guess a couple of interesting facts. A lot of people think that we target the unemployed. Only 4% of our base is unemployed. The average income that a person earns in money for jam, not in money for jam, in their day-to-day lives is between 3,500 Rand to 24,000 Rand a month. There's 28% of our base that earns over 28,000 Rand a month. So you actually wonder why they're actually doing a couple of 10, 15 Rand jobs, but they are. Interesting for us, our oldest job is 89 years old. And they're going about their day-to-day lives, producing great point of interest, mystery shopping jobs for us, and they're actually telling us how to improve the platform. So it's actually a mechanism for brands to start to connect directly with the end consumer and have true engagement. So my view is simply you shouldn't actually be watching a TV commercial anymore. You should be serving that TV commercial paid to an end consumer. You as the end consumer then have the power to decide what brand you want to engage with for what value exchange. And that will fundamentally disrupt the economy in my view. This map here is just a simple map. It's of the last 6 months showing you where we've done point of interest jobs. So these are just jobs, these are about 450,000 jobs that were done in South Africa in that period where you had to drop a pin, do a mystery shop, tag that you were physically at an area to do a price check. There's 650,000 other points that we haven't put on there because they weren't location centric. You wonder what type of jobs you'd land up doing. We've got 67 standard jobs from research, brand equity, customer satisfaction, customer service, through to merchandising and assurance audits. So go to the following store, tell us whether there's chicken inside the Ola fridge next to the Ola ice creams, those sort of activities. Mystery shopping, were you greeted in less than 5 minutes when you walked into a store? How many people were in that store? Tell us, is the store actually on the map correctly plotted where it sent you? In most instances, if you go to Google Maps, you're about 500 meters out, up to 5 kilometers out. So it's pretty useless if you're driving your consumers to an endpoint and you don't actually know where that endpoint is. Brand activation, I mentioned a classic example. People are paying to put stuff on radio and into TV. It's great that you get demographic, but who really watches or listens to that? On a TV, quite frankly, my PVR watches adverts. I fast forward through it. So therefore, why don't you rather take it for 45 Rand, guarantee that you'll get an end consumer that you want to watch your brand and give you an opinion on what they think of your product in exchange for value. We've got a quality system, but we're a bit more ruthless. 3 strikes and you're out. If you submit 3 pieces of information that is of poor quality and you're trying to game the system, we block you from the platform and we take your money that's in there and we donate it to a charity of our choice. That's the only way we'll survive, is if in-jobber continually submits quality information. A real differentiator for the brands that are engaging with us is the fact that we can do real-time data gathering. I mean, in my CMO role and then in a brief stint that I spent in a bank, it took 3 to 6 months for the large research houses to come back to me with research. By that stage, the market's moved. Why would you bother reading it? We can actually validate data right now, and you can adjust your strategy based on what your competitors are doing at the drop of a hat. So simply in December, one client put a job on platform to monitor the price of a competitive product. As the competitive product moved and the stock moved on the shelf, they adjusted their price. They adjusted it real time. That's significant gain in value for organizations.